So straight up, all the review videos that we see on the internet are mostly based on I have used it once, twice, thrice. Did we really find them worthy enough to keep spending money on them over and over once we are done with our first bottle? So today I'm going to review all the products that I've ever bought on Nykaa. In case they are very good, you can purchase them for yourselves. So I am going to categorize all of these products into 5 categories. The first is really bad. I mean, never buy again. The second is I don't even remember. What that means is the product was not as bad that I'll remember it in bad way. That's a good sign, right? Third is it was okay, but I can live without it. The fourth is wouldn't mind buying it again. So they are really actually good. Just that they are not something that I still use on day-to-day basis, but I kind of shuffle between them occasionally. These products are still in my good book, remember. And the final category, part of my ritual now. They have to be priced accurately, giving you the most worth of your money and would be convenient to use. So going back in time, the first product, the Face Shop Daily Perfume Hand Cream in the flavor Cherry Blossom. I mean, for those of you who don't know what a hand cream is, this is effectively just a cream that's intended for hands. If you're thinking, can't you use other creams? You can. And why did I purchase this? I don't know. So frankly, I do have it around still. So I tend to keep a small cream in every of my bag that I carry, just so that I can keep my hands moisturized. So this is my bag, and this guy does have probably the Face Shop one. Yep, here it is. And yeah, I mean, nourishes a little bit. I'm not as happy with the nourishment, very frankly, but smells incredible. This was probably priced so high that I ended up using it a little too sparingly, that I still have this around for like 3 years, 4 years, 5 years by now. I'm not even sure, did this expire? Damn, everything is written in Korean. Oh damn, this is expired. But I wouldn't suggest you purchase any hand creams for that matter. The normal creams do the same job, even better. So I would say just get a small tube of any cream that you like and stay away from those Vaseline dabbas, guys. Oh my god, those look so bad, so bad. So nothing against Vaseline, just the dabbas look a little. The next is Himalaya Neem Face Wash. And you might be like, wow, as if we don't know that exists. All that I want to tell about that face wash is, so when I was in college, I used to have a little bit of acne, and everything that I would come across was only intended to just drain the oil out of my skin and leave it like really dry. And I hated that feeling. One of my friend's brother was using this and he also had acne. They just gave me some nice reviews. I started using that. And I did see a difference. Better part was, this does not drain your skin out of oil. If you have acne and if you're not looking for very high-end products, I'm not sure if it'll work on like very severe acne, but someone who has normal acne like teenagers do. As I grew older, I stopped having the acne issues. So now I do use different face washes. Why this guy is still in my good book is because we get a very small pack. I use that small pack while I'm traveling. So the most picture perfect holidays that you want to have, and if I'm comfortable using this particular guy in my vacations, that says it all. Is part of my ritual now. The next is Palmer Cocoa Butter Formula Skin Therapy Oil. I'm just trying to remember what this thing is.
6.5 hours later.
Can't remember, because I don't remember what this is. I mean, I have no clue. Was it intended for your body? Was it intended for your face? Like literally no clue. But this is probably a good sign, because maybe I did not hate it as much for me to remember it. The next is Body Shop Strawberry Shower Gel. So while I was using this used to smell incredible though, but then it did not ever deliver something which was so extraordinary that would justify its price point, which was almost double as any other body wash. I would say it was okay, but I can live without it. The next is probably my favorite product. I'm so excited for this. L'Oreal Absolute Repair Conditioner. So this particular conditioner is actually very good. I mean, I do have it right here, and I have another in my washroom right now. So there haven't been any point of time in a decade while I have not had this in my washroom. And I can tell you that while I use it, I mean, I don't have the best hair. You can see it's a little bit frizzy and stuff. Also, I have just tried to, curl my hair for the first time. I don't know how people do it. It's just the most difficult thing to do. So if you already have good hair, this guy will almost make your hair look like actresses probably. And if you have damaged hair, you'll totally see that this makes it better. So I have damaged hair and I use it every time and it feels okay. But as soon as I don't use it one time, and you can literally see a difference in my hair, that makes me realize that this does something very good to my hair, which might not be evident all the time, but once I'm not using it, my hair looks very bad, and that's why I'm sticking to this for a decade already. Yeah, this is priced at a little bit higher point. I would say if your hair is already good, don't go for this. Only go for this if you have very damaged hair and you have some budget. Next is Miss Claire Butter Lip Balm. Yep, I still have this guy. And I wonder how come I do have this guy for so long. Did it also expire like my hand cream did? I mean, I don't know. Where is the expiry date? Anyways, I'll just check this out after this. I just realized today it's been so long that I have this. This one thing I want to tell you about lip balm. When people say that this lip balm is good and things like that, I can totally see a lack of understanding in the expectations we are supposed to have from lip balms. For years, I felt every other lip balm was okay till I came across few ones which were incredible. But then I would acknowledge that the price points that they are at are relatively higher. Like, I don't think 450 is a less amount to pay for a lip balm. So I wouldn't suggest you to go and pay so much on lip balms. But I just want to tell you, this is probably, I think, one of the only relatively cheaper lip balms which perform like a 500 rupees lip balm. I don't know all these years if they have changed the formula or something, but this particular one that I have is like incredibly good. This is like something of pink kind of shade. So I won't say it's part of my ritual now, but I would say I wouldn't mind buying it again. I mean, if I don't have the budget to go for a expensive lip balm, this is probably I'll go for. Give it a shot, guys, just to give you an idea of what you should expect out of a lip balm. Next is Matrix Biolate Shampoo. Before I tell you anything about this particular one, there's something I want to tell you about the types of shampoos and conditioners there are in this market, like a general information. There are supposed to be like 2 categories that you can put every shampoo and conditioner that you come across. One of them are commercial products, which you will mostly see the advertisements on TV, like Head and Shoulder, L'Oreal, Total Repair 5. The company who are manufacturing them, the goal for them is to market it to the most people just so that most of the people purchase them, and this is why they are able to manage their profits, keeping the price range really low. But there is another type of product which is called professional range. Professional range products are intended to deliver the most, though it will cost you a little bit more. Most of the people frankly cannot afford these products priced at around 600, 700, 800,000. So their biggest selling point here is the quality, and anyone who's looking for quality will be okay to pay this kind of amount. I'm not really going to suggest you to purchase these professional range products unless you want to. When I was in college, I had got my hair straightened, but it was difficult to keep up with the prices of the professional range products to support the damaged hair. This is when I came across this particular shampoo, which kind of did the same job as my 700 rupees shampoo, and this was not as expensive. So people who are on a lighter budget but do want to get a good quality shampoo, give this a try. The next product is Color Bar Go Makeup Remover Wipes. This is intended to remove your makeup. Frankly, I did like it a lot. Whenever you are going to travel, it's a little bit difficult to take a few cotton balls separately and cleansing milk separately. So while traveling, this is really handy. Just pick out a wipe, remove your makeup, good to go. Basically, I wouldn't mind buying it again. The next is Batiste Dry Shampoo. For those of you who don't know what a dry shampoo is, so the people who have finer hair like I do, I have like really thin hair and it's really fine, they tend to get oily scalp really quick. So the thing is, the more you wash your hair, the more it's going to get oily, and it's a never ending cycle. It's a vicious cycle that you cannot get out of. So frankly, I would suggest not really washing your hair a little too often. Twice a week is more than enough that you need to keep your hair healthy. In that case, what should you do if your hair is literally greasy? There is something which is called a dry shampoo, which is supposed to be a spray. You just put it on the oily parts of your hair. This, like it says, with a hint of color, Divine Dark, is intended for darker hair. Frankly, it does work, but there's one big problem with this guy, which is while they were trying to make it for darker color hair, they just did it in a way that it does the job, and while you are sitting in your office just scratching your hair, take your hand out and there's a lot of brown color. That's something I don't like. I would would totally suggest you to go and give a shot to any other drying shampoo that you can come across. Just read through the reviews and stuff, or at some point probably I'll tell you one. If you are going for dry shampoo, do not buy this guy. And the last guy, Bella Cotton Pad. So this guy I do have with me right now. This is how it looks. Oh, sorry, this is Tulip. This is Tulip. The Tulip one and the Bella one kind of performs the same. So I would highly suggest not using the pharmacy cotton on your skin. They are not intended to be scratched on your skin like we need to do while we are trying to remove our makeup. There is another form of cotton that you can get for your, makeup removal, which is the balls kind of thing. But I do not particularly like it. Why? Because with your cleansing milk, it just becomes very gooey and literally weird. But this guy performs, oh my god, so good. And there's another good part of it. There are two sides to this. Like you can see, one is a little bit rough and the other is relatively smoother. So the rough part is from when you start to remove the makeup. So initially you'll have a lot of lipstick and eyeshadow and these things. Start with one side of it and make it like really dirty. All the actual color is gone. Once it's relatively cleaner, then move to the other side of it. You have the opportunity to get a clean surface and clean the rest of it. But with cotton balls, there is no segregation on this side and that side. You'll end up rubbing all of that dirt that you just removed back to your face. The Stingy Me, what it does is, it can be literally separated in two parts. You just pull them apart like this. So one becomes two. But yeah, the exposed part, the inner part will actually, shed these cotton things. The clever idea is you fold them like this. Now you again have two sides, no wastage, and the cotton won't come off because you have kind of sealed it off. I tend to get weirdly stingy with things in the sense that I just don't like wasting things. So I do have a lot of these kind of hacks. If you don't have a lot of makeup on, try this. That brings me to the end of this video where we have reviewed 10 products from long back before. And I'm pretty sure you might have come across a couple of those to purchase for yourself. So that kind of stops your search in few of the categories, and let me come with the next video where I'll stop your search in few more other categories. Please like this video if you liked it. I wouldn't mind if you subscribe it. I would love it frankly, but that's all your choice. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.